Hey all, Latrell here. So I am making this video because I have been seeing a lot of videos or a lot of comments on other platforms of people asking, what do you bring to the park? So these people are usually people who are out of town, so they are not familiar with Florida weather. So I'm just going to make a video of everything that I bring to the park. So first and foremost, the most important thing you bring to the park, because that's going to get you admission into the park, I bring my annual pass. I have it for both SeaWorld and Universal Orlando. So I keep it on my lanyard and I wear this around my neck. So throughout the day, if you're annual pass holder, you know that you get discounts on certain things. So I don't have to keep pulling it out of my purse or pulling it out of my bag. So I just keep it around my neck. Second, on those really hot days, like Florida summers and sometimes the spring, always have with me a water bottle. Now you can either buy water in the park. They range from the price of $3.75 to $6.50, depending on which stand you go to. But I usually bring my refillable cup, which I can use at Universal Studios Orlando. And this you actually have to pay for, because there's a chip at the bottom that lets you go to any of the Coca-Cola stands. So you can fill it up with whatever you want as long as you activate the chip, and you pay for it for the day. But water is always free. And when I'm only getting water, I use this. The good thing about this is it's flexible. So once I'm done, if I don't want to drink any more water for a while, I can just fold this up. It has a strap here where you can just fold it up. I can put it in my purse, my bag, whatever, my pocket sometimes, depending on how I fold it, and just not worry about it until I'm ready to drink water again. Now, if I don't want to carry this in my hand all the time, I can use this, and it goes around like that, like a crossbody bag. And I can just put it in here and just have it off to the side, so I don't have to carry it in my hand. But I usually like just bringing the water bottle because I don't drink a lot of sodas. But this is actually very handy if you don't want to carry your cup in your hand. To help keep me cool in the Florida sun, because the sun be sunning, especially in the afternoon, in the morning, in the summer, I will have a portable fan. I can wear this one around my neck, so I can wear it like this, just like that, hands free, don't have to touch it. Or I have this other neck fan where I just put it on here, turn it on, and then there you have it. Now I will say this one isn't as good as this one, because this one is like directly on your neck. You can adjust this one, but to me it's not as powerful as the one that's actually on your neck. Next is something I use depending on what time I go to the park. So if I'm going to the park in the morning, early morning to the afternoon, then I'll use it. But if I'm going towards the late afternoon to the evening, I probably won't use this. But it's hats. So it helps to protect my face from the sun. It also helps me on a Jurassic Park River Adventure when I'm going down and I'm covering my face because I don't want my face or my glasses to get wet. Works like a charm, and just put it right back on. So Florida has hurricane season between June 1st and November 30th. So with hurricane season, and it's the summertime, that means showers, that means thunderstorms, that means sometimes rain for 2 to 3 hours. I've experienced it at the parks. But if you want to maximize that time while it's raining, usually shift to Universal Studios, because they have more indoor parks versus Islands of Adventure and SeaWorld, which has more outdoor parks. So when it comes to the rain and the thunderstorms or whatever, this is how I keep dry. So ponchos. Some people bring umbrellas. I prefer ponchos because I can just put them on, put the hood on. I don't have to carry anything in my hand, and then I'll just grab and go. All right, I almost forgot something. So along with the poncho, there's something else that I bring depending on if I get on the water ride. So with Popeyes and then Rickshaw Falls, I usually just call it Dudley Do-Right, as well as River Adventure. You're gonna get wet. Mostly you're gonna get wet on Popeyes. So I usually only wear the poncho on Popeyes and Dudley Do-Rights. But because I don't want to get my shoes wet and my socks wet, I will wear these water shoes. So I have these right here that has a thicker sole, and then I have these that are a little bit thinner, well, very much a bit thinner. And a good thing about these is they can actually fit in my bag with no problem. So I can just roll them right up or fold them. Not a big deal. Same thing with these, but these may be a little tougher because the soles are thicker. I can fold these as well and just wear these on the rides because I really don't like getting my shoes wet. And I can just put my shoes in my bag, and then once I'm off the ride, I can just transfer them back on. So these are very, very helpful. At least I found for myself. Next up is for those of us who probably have some joint problems, limb problems, or whatever. I'm up there in age, so sometimes my knee just starts bothering me. I bring a knee compressor because my left knee sometimes swells up. So this actually really helps me towards the end of the day. It depends on how many hours I've been at the park and how much walking I've done. I usually don't need it when I first get in there, but I would say maybe after 5 hours, I'm putting this on. And then for others who have problems with their legs, leg compressors as well as there are some ankle compressors that helps with swelling in your ankles. Also, other medical things. So if I'm riding the Hulk or Rocket roller coaster, Rip Ride Rocket roller coaster, I should say, because it's two different things. But if I'm riding one of those, I tend to get headaches on those rides because they're a little rough for me. So always have my little pills there to take to make the headache go away. And for me, if I'm using a restroom and my hands are dry, I always have me some lotion because, gotta make sure those hands are moisturized. Also, can't forget the hand sanitizer because despite there having hand sanitizer dispensers there, I've never encountered them where they actually had something in it. So I have my own, and they can clip on to your belt, to any type of loop you want, to your purse, bag, whatever. So got my hand sanitizer. Now as far as bags, I usually bring 2 bags depending on how long I plan on being in the park. If I'm only in the park for like 4 hours, I won't do it. If I know I'm going to be over 4 hours, then yes, I will. So first I bring my fanny pack. So I put this, either I can wear it as crossbody or I can put it around my waist. This is where I usually put my sunglasses, my wallet, and my phone when I'm getting on certain rides, because this you can actually bring on certain rides. Like if you bring a backpack, you have to put it in the locker, but with this, such as Hagrid's, you can bring it on with you. Also Men in Black, you can bring this on. With a backpack, you can't do that. They'll tell you to put it in the locker. So with all of that stuff that I showed, this is what I bring if I'm going to be in the park more than 4 hours. So everything's going to fit right here in this backpack. It's a clear backpack. It's actually very light despite all the stuff that I showed, depending on what I bring. So if I'm bringing a cup, sometimes it'll go in there, or I'll just put it in the cup holder and just have it around my shoulder. But this is where everything goes. So everything was able to fit, and like I said, it's still pretty light, and it's not something that's like, I've seen people bring these really heavy backpacks and I'm like, isn't your back hurting? But this right here, that's all I bring. So those are my essentials for a day in the park. Thanks for watching. Bye.